Welcome to the tax briefing seminar for the new business registrants. So ako yung speaker for today sa new business from client support section. Yan po yung pangalan ko. May reminders lang ako para hindi na kayo po magsusulat. How to capture a screenshot on your monitor cellphone. So in your keyboard, just print screen and then paste it in Microsoft Word. And Android cell phone, just press the power button and the volume button at the same time. And iPhone cell phone, press the side button and the home button at the same time. So you considered BIR registered if you have number 1, BIR certificate of registration. Number 2, must issue a receipt, invoice, or MRI. Number 3, registration fee or yung binayaran nyo na 500 na registration fee. Authority to print and receipts and invoices. And books of accounts. So, kung lahat nyo na to nakuha nyo na, so considered na po kayong registered. And kung mga COR na hindi nyo pa nakuha, so puntahan nyo na lang sa office, authority to print, and books of accounts. So punta na, i-discuss ko ulit paano nakuha nyo lahat ito para sa next time na magtatayo kayo ng branch or may kaibigan kayo para alam nyo yung process paano ulit gawin. So registration process. So meron kaming types of registration process. Number 1, so ito yung walk-in na pumunta kayo sa office. Application for registration of business shall be filed at the new business registrant counter or in BRC of the Revenue District Office having jurisdiction over the principal place of business or residence of the taxpayer. So, single proprietorship, mixed income, and self-employed, ito yung mga tinatawag naming individuals. So, ito yung mga basic requirements, head office and branches. Form 1901, 2 copies. Sole proprietor professionals not regulated by the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC, any government-issued ID. So, pwedeng birth certificate, passport, driver's license, community tax certificates, and BI police clearance that shows the name, address, and birth date of the applicant. 1 photocopy. In case of the practice of profession regulated by PRC, valid PRC ID or regulated by Supreme Court, bar certificate, and government-issued ID showing address or proof of residence or business address, 1 photocopy each. For DTI certificate if with business name. And mayor's permit, hindi na po namin requirement yan. So, hinihingi na lang po namin yan kung available na po sa inyo. 1 photocopy each. Proof of payment of registration fee, yung binayaran nyo na 500. If transacting through a representative, special power of attorney, pay 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact. Corporation, partnership, associations, and cooperatives, ito yung tinatawag namin mga non-individuals. So basic requirements, head office and branches, part pa rin ng walk-in. Form 1903, 2 copies. 6 certificate of incorporation, license to do business in the Philippines for foreign corporation, 1 photocopy. Articles of incorporation, partnerships, 1 photocopy. Proof of payment, registration fee, yung binayaran nyo na 500. If transacting through a representative, board partnership resolution or secretary certificate indicating the purpose and the name of the authorized person to transact, 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. So, meron na kami ngayong online registration dahil sa pandemic. So, application for registration of business through our online facility. So, meron kaming tinatawag namin New BizReg. The New Business Registration Portal is an alternative option in submitting application for registration of business, head office, and branches to the BIR. Taxpayer applicant shall prepare all scanned copy of required documents to be attached and to be submitted via email through this portal to the concerned BIR Revenue District Office. So kahit sa BIR office, pwede na po kayo dito mag-send. So ito po yung website namin, www.bir.gov.ph/newbizreg, or pag nakapasok kayo sa BIR website, under ng e-services, makikita nyo po si New BizReg. Okay. Ito naman para sa basic requirements, head office and branches for individuals. So, Form 1901, 2 copies. So, downloadable po yan dyan sa link po na yan ng New BizRage. Any government issued ID. Proof of payment of registration fee. Pwedeng bayaran sa mga authorized agent banks or GCash, PMaya apps. Makikita rin dun sa step 3. DTI certificate with business name. Tapos number 5, answer all tax type questionnaire. Makikita yun sa step 2 dyan sa link namin or pwede nyo i-type yung link na to para ma-download. F, transacting through a representative, special power of attorney, SPA, and government issued ID of the authorized person to transact. So dadalhin nyo ito pag claim ng COR. Then kung wala pa po kayong TIN number, isend nyo lang din yung mga documents na issuean po namin yan bago kayo magbayad. Ito namang basic requirements ng head office and branches ang non-individuals. So yun pa rin po ang link. So Form 1903, 2 copies. 6, certificate of incorporation, license to do business in the Philippines for foreign corporation, 1 photocopy. Articles of incorporation, partnerships, 1 photocopy. Proof of payment of registration fee, pwedeng bayaran sa authorized agent banks or GCash, PMaya apps. So answer lang din yung all tax type questionnaire, no? So pwedeng downloadable po yan sa link. Doon po kasi namin, importante po yan kasi doon namin nalalaman kung anong tax type ang ilalagay namin po sa inyo. F, transacting through a representative, birth partnership resolution or secretary certificate indicating the purpose and the name of the authorized person to transact. 1 original copy and any government issued ID of the authorized person to transact. 1 photocopy. So, dadalhin nyo po itong original copy pag claim na po ng COR. So, kumuha lang ako ng part 4, where to submit doon sa website. Sa link na po yun sa website. So, ang gagawin nyo lang po, sa province, lagay nyo lang NCR 4th District, City of Muntinlupa, Alabang. Dito sa business type, lagay nyo dito kung single o corporation. Then, lagay nyo dito yung pangalan ng sino yung may-ari o pangalan ng corporation. So, ito na po yung email namin. rd_53b css@br.gov.ph. So, i-click nyo lang tong email your application. So, ida-direct po kayo doon. I-attach nyo na po yung mga required documents. Or, buksan nyo yung email nyo. Attach nyo yung mga required documents. So, may note lang po ako, 5 MB maximum file attachment %. So, kung sosobra, pwede nyo po hatiin ang pag-send. So, ngayon, meron na po kaming central business portal para doon sa mga 5 and below incorporators sa SEC. Kasi karamihan po yan, hindi ini-issuehan ng SEC yung TIN number dahil dito sa central business portal, dapat daw dito sila mag-register. Or yung one day process, hindi rin sila nag-i-issue ng TIN. So, pwede rin po dito. Basta 5 below incorporators. Central Business Portal o CBP is a platform where citizens and business owners can register business through this application. So ito po yung website namin, business.gov.ph. So ano bang magagawa ni Central Business Portal? Number 1, can issue TIN number for 5 and below incorporators. So karamihan po yan, wala pang TIN. Direct online e-payment for 0605. So pwede na po bayaran dito yung 500 pesos registration fee. Doc stamps 2,000 para sa rental and subscribe capital and 30 pesos na doc stamp. Number 3, pwede na po nyo i-print ang Certificate of Registration if payment has been done. Then, process your books and ETP at the BIR office. So, ito po yung dashboard ng business.gov.ph. So, ang gagawin nyo lang po, sign up lang po kayo for new account, para doon sa mga, o kung may nautosan kayo, o may kayo yung authorized person ng mga corporation, or kung meron man dito practitioner. Sign up lang po kayo, then pag nakapag-sign up po kayo, ito po yung lalabas na registered na kayo. Nandito po yung pangalan ng corporation. Then ito po yung link na pagbayad ng registration fee. So yung GCash, PMaya, DBP, Union Bank, Land Bank, PesoNet. So ito po yung babayaran 500. Then dito naman sa doc stamp, kiklik nyo lang to para lumabas din yung link dyan. Yun lang. Pag nabayaran nyo, babalik ata kayo doon para i-print na po yung itong certificate of registration. So, wala po ito na iba sa doon sa issue ng office. Na iba lang dito kasi print out sa bond paper. Then, mayroon po siyang QR code para doon sa doc stamp. Tapos, wala pong signature dito sa kasi generated na po siya ng Central Business Portal. So, sino-sino mga pwede mag-avail sa Central Business Portal? Sa stock corporation, one-person corporation, less than 5 incorporators, regular lending financing. Sa non-stock corporation, ang less than 5 incorporators, regular foundation, corporation sole, federation, microfinance, also yung condominium corporation din. Then sa partnership, general partnership, limited partnership, professional partnership. So registration of head of office. So ano ang head of office? Refers to the declared specific or identifiable principal, place, or head of office of business as stated in the articles of incorporation, articles of partnerships, articles of cooperation, DTI certificate of registration as the case may be, or in the absence thereof, the place where the complete books of accounts are kept. It is the fixed place of business whether rented or owned, and whether or not the products, services being sold are actually located or displayed thereat. For persons who conduct business in a nomadic or roving manner, such as peddlers, tianguis, mobile stores, operators, common carriers, school bus operators, without designated garage terminals, etc., their place of residence shall be considered as the head office. So, anong branch office? Means a separate or distinct establishment or place of business where sales transactions are conducted independently from the head office, where branch like the head office need to be registered in the Revenue District Office, having jurisdiction over its physical location and is subject to the payments of annual registration fee. Different lines of business engaged in by a person located in a single place shall not be considered a branch. Under IRIS system are now allowed a different line of business located in one single place and subject to the payments of registration fee per trade name business upon registration. The receipts and invoices are separate also per trade name and business. So halimbawa ngayon, registered po kayo as doctors, professional, and gusto nyo magtayo sa bahay nyo ng kainan o sa grocery o sa sari store, hindi na po i-register as branch. So pwede nyo i-update na lang yung COR nyo, padagdagan ng trade name na meron na kayong sari-sari store. So, kailangan na po ng DTI kung sakali magtitinda po kayo. So, unmanned sales outlet service equipment such as automated vending machines, AVM, automated ticket dispensing machines, automated teller machines, ATMs, and the like shall be registered under existing CRMPOS policies and procedures prescribed under the regulations on secondary registration process. Branch and facilities situated abroad of a domestic corporation or resident citizens shall be registered with the BIR District Office having jurisdiction over the head office. Before a person can register a branch or facility, it should have registered first its head office per Revenue Regulation 7-2012. So ito po yung mga sample namin para malaman nyo yung branch office, head office. Pag nakita nyo po yung T nyo na may 5-0, ibig sabihin, head office, tinatawag po namin head office. So, pag nakita nyo naman yung T na mayroon ng branch 001, 002, 003, ibig sabihin po nito, meron na po kayong business branch in different locations. So, pag nakita nyo naman din niya mayroong F001, ibig sabihin nito, facility branch code. Meron na po kayong warehouse, storage, parang ganon. So, anong facility? May include but not limited to place of production, showroom, warehouse, storage place, garage, bus terminal, or real property for lease with no sales activity. Registration of the facility with no sales activity is not subject to payment of annual registration fee. A facility shall be registered as a branch whenever sales transactions, activities are conducted thereat. So, kung may income na po yung facility na yan, dapat ipa-change nyo na po from facility to branch. So per Revenue Regulation 7-2012. So ito po yung mga basic requirements, head office and branches ng facility. 1901, 1903, 2 copies. DTI certificate or SIC registration certificate, 1 copy. Articles of Incorporation Partnership, 1 copy. F. Transacting through a representative is PA for individual. Board Partnership Resolution o SIC cert for corporation and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact. So ito po yung mga kinoconsider namin facility. Admin office, bus terminal, depot, extension office with no sales activity, garage, place of extraction, place of production, plantation, project office with no sales activity, real property for lease with no sales activity, recruitment office, satellite office, service shop, showroom, warehouse, or storage place. May note lang po kami rito. No sales transactions are conducted in this facility. Otherwise, it shall be registered as a branch office. So ito po yung sample ng certificate of registration ng facility. No? So meron po siyang OCN, kailan na registered. Dito po yung TIN number ng head office. So ito na po yung branch code niya, F001. So ibig sabihin na po yan, mayroon na po siyang facility, branch na showroom. So ito po yung pangalan ng company. Ang head office niya sa Binyan. So ang facility niya naka-address sa Muntinlupa. So yan po. So dito po ang signatory ng head of office. Grace period in filing for business registration. Commencement of business, all individuals, corporation, partnerships, under branches engaged in trade or business shall accomplish and file the application on or before the commencement of business. It shall be reckoned from the day when the first sale transaction occurred or within 30 calendar days from the issuance of DTI certificate, certificate of registration issued by the Securities and Exchange Commission, whichever comes earlier, per Revenue Regulation 7-2012. So ito po halimbawa na late po yung SEC registration nyo, Mayor's Permit, DTI. So halimbawa kinuha nyo po ng 2018, so lahat po ito babayaran. Late filing ng registration na 1,000. RF, ito yung registration fee ng 2018, babayaran po yan. So 500 plus interest surcharge, 1,000. So ganun din sa 2019, 2020, hanggang 21. So lahat po yan pababayaran pagka late registration. The BIR District Office shall conduct random ocular inspection of newly registered businesses to validate declaration and their applications. So, per Revenue Regulation 7-2012. Upon registration, you will be issued a 2303 o Certificate of Registration. So, ito po yung TIN number makikita. Dito po yung malalaman yung branch code nyo. Ito po yung name of the taxpayer, head office or branch, dito po makikita. Registered address, tax types, so yan dito yung mga corporate income tax, percentage tax, registration fee, withholding tax, so dan po makikita. Firm type, andito po yung mga firm type, 17 Auto Q, 17 Auto, 2551Q, o 605, 1601C, dyan po yan. Filing frequency, so dito makita quarterly, annual, monthly. Filing due date, so dito makikita. So kung hindi nyo maintindihan to, mamaya explain po ito ng mga taga-collection. Itong start filing date, wag nyo na po ito pansinin. So wala pong bearing po sa amin yan. Di ko alam bakit nilagay dyan. So wag nyo po yan pansinin. Ang basis po natin yung BIR date registration. Then dito malalaman kung non-VAT kayo. It's makikita nyo tong percentage tax. So ibig sabihin non-VAT kayo. Dito naman malalaman yung VAT. So nandito po, malinaw po yan. Taxpayer type, dito makikita kung professional kayo, single proprietor, non-stock, corporation kayo. Dito makikita. So ito yung pangalawang page ng COR. So yung iba rito, tatlo, lalo yung mga corporation. So ito yung business trade name. So ito yung sinasabi ko na kung halimbawa doktor kayo, nagtayo pa kayo ng isang business sa isang bahay nyo na tindahan, magkakaroon po ng trade name 2 kung sakaling meron kayong i-update lang po yan. So ito yung date of BIR registration. So dito po ang basis natin ng tax, hindi doon sa start filing date. PSIC, ito po malalaman ko ano yung klase yung business nyo, yung line of business nyo. Doc stamp, ito po yung, ngayon po isang doc stamp na lang po, pero equivalent na po ng 30 pesos. So dito po yung signature ng head of office. So ito po yung bago naming must issue receipt. Yung tinatawag dati na ask for receipt. So kung mayroon pa kayo nakikita ang ganito, inform nyo sila na palitan nyo na ito sa office. So dapat naka-display din po ito sa inyong tindahan, sa inyong clinic, lalo sa mga doctors, lawyers. So dapat na meron po sila nitong MRI. Ang mga professional lang gaya ng real estate agent, insurance agent, wala po sila nito. Doctors, lawyers, meron po sila. So dapat naka-display po ito sa mga office clinic nila. So lalagay nyo lang TIN number, registered name, business name. So naka-note po dito na 2 to 4 years imprisonment for non-issuance of receipt, invoice. Report violators to any of the following. So pwede po nyo yung kontakin. There's a corresponding penalty for non-posting of certificate of registration o yung COR, must issue receipt, invoice, MRI, and annual registration fee or ARF.
Sir Rodel?
Yes?
Sir,
Yes?
Parang nawala ako, sir.
Nawala ka?
From the previous slides. Opo. Nag-reconnect po ako, sir.
Di bale, continue.
Ano po ba ako?
Na-continue lang naman, di ba? Continue lang
sige,
naman.
sir.
Okay lang. Continue lang naman sa
Sige,
iba.
sir. Thank you so much po. Sorry po. May internet na lang po ako, sir, issue. Thank you.
Okay. So ngayon po, punta na tayo sa bookkeeping requirements. Keeping of books of accounts. All corporation, companies, partnerships, or persons required by law to pay internal revenue taxes shall use and keep relevant and appropriate set of bookkeeping records duly authorized by the Secretary of Finance wherein all transaction and results of operations are shown and from which all taxes due to the government may readily and accurately be ascertained and determined any time of the year pursuant to Section 232 of RA number 10963 or NRIC, RMC 29-2019. Taxpayers may maintain its books of accounts in any of the following manner. Number 1, manual books of accounts. Number 2, loose-leaf books of accounts with permit to use. Number 3, computerized books of accounts with permit to use. Books of accounts shall be kept at all times in the place of business of the taxpayer. It shall be preserved intact, unaltered, and unmutilated. Keeping of 2 or more sets of records of book of accounts is prohibited. So kung kayo'y naka-loose-leaf na or computerized, bawal na po mag-manual. RMC 29-2019. Registration of manual books of accounts, so individual and corporation. The manual books of accounts shall be registered before the deadline for filing of the first quarterly income tax return or the annual income tax return, whichever comes earlier. So yung mga nag-register ngayong October, ang deadline po ng books of accounts nyo sa November 15 for individual. And for corporation, sa November 29 po ang deadline. So, dapat makapag-register na po kayo ng books. Renewal of manual books of accounts, individual and corporation. The registration of new set of manual books of accounts shall only be at the time when the pages of the previously registered are not yet fully exhausted, can still be used in the succeeding years without the need of re-registering or re-stamping the same, provided that the portions pertaining to a particular year should be properly labeled or marked by the taxpayer. So pwede pa hindi kayo mag-renew every year ng books hanggat hindi pa puno. O kung ina-allowed naman po namin mag-renew, yung sa mga gusto na every year meron kayong books of accounts. RMC 29-2019. So ito pa yung mga requirements ng new renewal. Number 1, 1905, 2 copies. Number 2, if transacting to a representative is PA para sa individual, board partnership resolution or 6cert para sa corporation. 1 original copy. Any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. Registration of computerized loose-leaf box of accounts. So, computerized book of accounts or CBA, a system software application that can generate books of accounts only, such as but not limited to general journal, general ledger, sales journal, purchase journal, and inventory book. Computerized accounting system, the integration of different component system and process to produce computer-generated books of accounts and accounting records, including system-generated receipts, invoices, reports, and documents. It involves computerized processing of full accounting cycle, that is from the inception of the transaction, issuance of receipts, invoices, up to the generation of financial reports, in any case that a receipt invoice shall be manually issued. The system software application shall be considered as computerized books of accounts and accounting records. So ito po ang basic requirements, head office and branches. Sworn statement, if system is used and maintained by taxpayer, Annex A of RMO 9-2021, or joint sworn statement if system is outsourced or used and maintained by tax service providers or third-party software provider instead of taxpayer, Annex A of RMO number 9-2021, whichever is applicable. The attached duly accomplished summary of system description, commercial invoice receipts, document description, firms records, and reports specification, Annex C-1 of RMO number 9-2021. Sample printout of principal and supplementary receipts invoices compliant with Revenue Regulation number 16-2018 and other accountable forms that will be used if applicable, as declared on Part 5 of Annex C-1. Sample printout of books of accounts compliant with Revenue Regulation 9-2009 and other reports that can be generated from the system and will be used if applicable, as declared on Part 6 of Annex C-1. Printed copy of audit trail, activity log generated by the system, and duly accomplished and signed Annex B, standard functional and technical requirements. If the software license of the software to be used is under the name of the parent or affiliate, certification from the purchasing company allowing the taxpayer applicant to use the same system. If transacting through a representative is PA for individual, board partnership resolution or SICSERT for corporation, and one original copy and any government issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. So yung mga requirements na to, no, makikita po sa Annex A of RMO-2021. So yung mga annexes po niyan makikita po dyan sa RMO-2021. Renewal of loose-leaf books of accounts, head office and branches. Loose-leaf books of accounts, invoices, receipts, and other accounting records shall be permanently bound and presented for registration together with a sworn statement attesting to the correctness of the entries made and the number of all invoices, receipts, books of accounts used for the period covered to the BIR district office or large taxpayer's office where the office or branch is duly registered on or before 15 days after the end of each taxable year or within 15 days from the closure of business operation, whichever comes earlier, unless extended by the commissioner on his duly authorized representative upon request of the taxpayer before the lapse of said period. RMC 29-2019. Renewal of computerized books of accounts, head office and branches. Computerized books of accounts and other accounting records in electronic format shall be submitted and registered to the BIR district office, large taxpayer's office, where the head office or branch is duly registered within 30 calendar days from close of each taxable year or within 30 days from the closure of business operations, whichever comes earlier, unless extended by the commissioner or his duly authorized representative upon request of the taxpayer before the lapse of said period. RMC 29-2019. Examination of books of accounts. Corporation, companies, partnerships, or persons whose gross annual sales, earning, receipts, or output exceed 3 million pesos shall have their books of accounts audited and examined yearly by independent certified public accountants. RMC 29-2019. Retention period. All taxpayers are required to preserve their books of accounts, including subsidiary books and other accounting records for a period of 10 years, reckoned from the day following the deadline in filing a return. RMC 29-2019. Books of accounts, ito po yung mga initial books namin. So, lahat po ng non-BAT, so cash receipt, cash disbursement, journal, ledger. Kung kayo tumatanggap ng mga senior discounts, so dapat meron kayong senior citizens book. Sa mga medical practitioner, meron dapat kayong appointment book, patient registry book. And then kung kayo ay VAT, ito po yung additional books ng VAT. 1 sales journal, 1 purchase journal. And meron pa po yung ibang mga books, so depende na po yun sa accountant nyo kung meron po kayo accountant. Failure to register books of accounts. There's a corresponding penalty for failure to register a box of accounts within a grace period. So, punta na po tayo sa invoicing requirements. Sales invoice, cash or charge shall be issued by the seller as principal evidence in the sale of goods and/or properties. Official receipts shall be issued by the seller as a principal evidence in the sale of services and/or lease of properties. So, per RR number 18-2012 and Revenue Memorandum Order 12-2013 in relation to Section 106, 108, 113 of the NRIC. Application for authority to print. So, basic requirements to ng head office and branches. So, for manual bound receipts invoices. Number 1, 1906, 2 copies. Then, select lang kayo na accredited printer. Sample receipts only for new business. Old ATP and sample receipts only for renewal. And then, meron na po kami BIR printed receipts available na rin po sa office yan. As lang ang NBR o sa counter 1. So, meron po kami OR and sales invoice available po ito. 1/4 size only. So, you can buy up to 1 year from the date of BIR registration. Para lang to sa mga new registrant. If transacting through a representative is PA for individual, board partnership resolution or SICSERT, indicating the purpose of the name of the authorized person to transact for corporation, 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. So, application for authority to print pa rin, no? Basic requirements ng head office and branches para sa loose-leaf computerized receipt invoices. So, 1906, 2 copies, select an accredited printer, permit to use para sa loose-leaf or computerized, sample receipts only for new business, old ATP and sample receipts only for renewal. If transacting through a representative, special power of attorney for individual, board partnership resolution or SICSERT for corporation, 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. Official receipts, sales invoice, and other commercial receipts shall be valid for 5 years from the date of ATP. Taxpayer is required to apply for ATP within 60 days prior to its expiration. So, 60 days bago mag-expire yung resibo nyo, apply nyo na po kayo ng renewal. So, ito po yung authority to print namin. So, andito yung date of ATP nyo, expiration date. So, taxpayers details, dito makikita. Printer details, dito rin makikita. Principal receipts invoices. So, dito makikita yung mga pinagawa nyong resibo. So, ito po yung signatory ng mga head office namin. So, ito po yung sample receipt ng non-VAT. So, dito makikita yung date issued, ang validity niya, kailan mag-expire. Ito yung printer na nag-print ng resibo, accreditation niya. So may binilogan lang po ako rito that this document is not valid for claim of input taxes kasi non-VAT po siya. So this official receipt shall be valid for 5 years from the date of ATP. So pag wala po yung mga yan, ibig sabihin po, fake yung resibo. Printing of receipts. So there is a corresponding penalty for late printing of receipts. Note ko lang, printing of receipts should be applied at the BIR district office having jurisdiction over the head office. Halimbawa, kayo ay branch sa Muntinlupa, ang head office nyo ay nasa Las Piñas. BIR Las Piñas po, nyo ipapagawa yung resibo ng branch na nasa Muntinlupa. Business registration updates. So, number 1, meron po kaming change in registered address, same RD o kung lumipat kayo ng address, change in registered name o meron kayong nag-change na kayo ng from professional to single, change to VAT to non-VAT, vice versa, o gusto non-VAT, gusto nyo mag-VAT, or VAT kayo, gusto mag-non-VAT. Tax type cancellation, gusto ipatanggal yung mga withholding taxes. Additional tax types or line of business or trade name. And then transfer yan. So ito pa yung mga requirements nila. No? Individuals, non-individuals requirements. Number 1, Form 1905, 2 copies. Original COR. So surrender po yan. Photocopy of income tax returns for last 3 years para lang sa VAT to non-VAT na mag-a-apply. Transfer in naman. So transfer commitment form from RDO, DTI. Amended SIC registration na nag-change kayo ng address. Then yung registration fee na binayaran nyo, 1 photocopy each. If transacting through a representative, so SPA for individual, Board Partnership Resolution o SICSERT para sa corporation, 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. So, meron pa kami ibang business registration update. So, meron kaming business transfer to other RDO. So, gusto nyong lumipat sa ibang district. Ito, may process. Ito po yung process namin na change in accounting period, temporary closure of business, closure cancellation of business, lost COR or ATP, lost left computerized application, POS permit cancellation. Business transfer to other RDO, so non-individual, individual requirements. Form 1905, 2 copies, letter request for transfer, original certificate of registration, CMS verification slip print out of open cases, unused receipts and invoices, inventory list, do not surrender yet. Notarized transfer commitment form, corporation partnership amended SIC registration na change ng address or bylaws. If transacting through a representative, special power of attorney para sa individual, board partnership resolution o SICSERT para sa corporation, 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact. So ito po yung mga checklist na hingin nyo po sa office. Transfer commitment form. So inventory list of unused receipts. So ito yung para isurrender nyo yung resibo. Change ng accounting period. Individuals and non-individuals requirements. Form 1905, 2 copies. Letter application for change in accounting period. Specify the proposed accounting period. Reason for desiring to change. Certified copy of SIC approved amended by law showing the change in accounting period. Sworn certification for non-forum shopping stating that such request has not been filed signed by the taxpayer or its duly authorized representative. Sworn undertaken by a responsible officer of the taxpayer such as partner, president, general manager, treasurer, or officer in charge stating that I will file separate final or adjustment return for the period within the close of the original accounting period and the date designate as the close of the new accounting period on or before 15th day of the 4th month following the end of the period covered by the final adjustment return, and failure to comply with the undertaking will result to invalidation of the approval of the change in accounting period and will subject the taxpayer to a fine of 10,000 pesos and result to a criminal offense for failure to supply correct and accurate information punishable under Section 255 of the NRIC, per Revenue Regulation 3-2011. If transacting through a representative SPA for individual, Board Partnership Resolution o SICSERT for corporation, 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. So ito po yung checklist na hingin nyo po sa office. Types of closure. So meron po kami ngayon temporary closure. So apply for a temporary closure at the BIR office. Letter of intent, desired date of temporary closure, and the date you open again. Cannot engage in business for 1 month to less than 1 calendar year. So kung nahinto kayo ng wala pa 1 taon, pwede na po apply nyo ng temporary closure sa office. And permanent closure. So cannot engage in business for 1 calendar year and above. So kung lumampas na ng 1 year, so apply na po kayo ng business closure. Individuals and non-individuals requirements. Form 1905, 3 copies. Letter intent for closure, cancellation of registration, 3 copies. List of surrendered and distracted unused receipts, invoices, 4 copies. Original certificate of registration and other permits. List of ending inventory of goods, supplies, and capital goods if applicable. CMS verification and routing slip. Photocopy of income tax returns if head office for last 3 years. Books of accounts to follow. If transacting through a representative is PA for individual, Bird Partnership Resolution o SICSERT for corporation, 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. So ito po yung checklist na hihingin nyo po sa office. So low COR and ATP. So individuals, non-individuals requirements. So BIR Form 1905, 2 copies. Affidavit of loss na nawala nyo yung COR or ATP. So RF 2021, ito yung binayaran nyo na 500 registration fee, 1 photocopy. Form 0605 uli, magbabayad lang po kayo ng replacement fee na 1,000 pesos. So, patatatakan po ito sa officer of the day namin bago nyo bayaran sa bangko. If transacting through a representative, special power of attorney para sa individual, board partnership resolution o SICSERT para sa corporation, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. Loose leaf computerized application o permit to use. So, individuals and non-individuals requirements. So, Form 1900, 2 copies. Letter request, 2 copies. Certificate of registration, 1 photocopy. ERF 2021 o yung binayaran na registration fee. Sample printout, loose leaf computerized, 1 photocopy. If transacting through a representative is PA for individual, board partnership resolution o SICSERT para sa corporation. 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. And note ko lang po, there's an ocular inspection prior to approval of your application. Per Revenue Memorandum Order Number 9-2021. Cancellation of POS permit, individuals and non-individual requirements. So, Form 1905, 2 copies. Letter request of cancellation, 2 copies. Copy of the Z-reading for POS machine, cash register, sales book page for CRM as the last day of use of the machines. Copy of the back-end report for POS machines, cash sales book page for CRM as of last day of use of the machine. Original copy of the permit to use o PTO issued. Original copy of the decals. Reprint copy of the last invoice receipt generated as of last day of use showing the serial number of such invoice receipt. For new upgraded software loaded in the same machine where the old software is installed, copy of the Z-reading EOD report of its equivalent showing the initial reading of the newly installed software. If transacting through a representative is PA per individual, board partnership resolution o SICSERT para sa corporation, 1 original copy, and any government-issued ID of the authorized person to transact, 1 photocopy. So note ko lang po, there's an ocular inspection prior to approval of your application. Punta na po tayo sa other services. So other services namin, makikita po dyan sa link na yan, sa www.ph/index.php/aservices.html, or punta lang po kayo sa website namin, bandang baba makikita nyo po yung A-services namin. So, A-Reads. A-Reads is a web application used to issue TIN number for new employees. So, ang gagawin lang po dito, magkikreate lang po sila ng new user accounts. Meron na po kami ngayong e-apps or the Electronic Audited Financial Statements is a web-based application system that enables the taxpayers to submit their filed income tax returns, audited financial statements, and other required attachments online in PDF file formats. So kung hindi pa po kayo registered, kiklik nyo lang to para mag-register. So for more details, punta lang po kayo sa office. So A-sales is the process of reporting the gross monthly sales of taxpayer engaged in business using cash register machine o CRM, point of sale or POS system, and other sales machine OSM or any other similar devices through different channels. So if you are existing users of A-sales system, please check your email for new login instruction. E-Accreds is an online accreditation, registration, and use of CRM POS machines and or other business machines generating receipts, invoices, So, ang gagawin lang dito, mag-enroll lang din po ng user accounts. So, for more details, punta lang po kayo sa office. So, EFPS, Electronic Filing and Payment System, is the electronic processing and transmission of tax return information, including attachments and taxes due thereon, to the government made over to the internet through the BIR website. So, dito na po ang pag-registered kayo, dito na po nagpa-file ng mga income, lahat po ng tax returns, and dito na po rin po nagbabayad ng tax din through a payment system. So, meron na rin sa mga hindi nakakaalam, meron na rin po kami mobile online TIN verification. So, scan nyo lang po yung QR code or downloadable na po ito sa Play Store and App Store ng So, ang gagawin nyo lang po dito, So, mayroon po sasagot dito na taga Customer Assistance Division sa National Office namin. So, ano nyo lang yung pangalan nyo, address, birthday, TIN, and then pipicturean nyo lang po yung sarili nyo kasama yung valid ID. Yung po yung hinahanap nila. And then, meron na pa rin po kami ngayon mag-chat kay Rivi. So, kung meron din po kayong tanong, click nyo lang pagpunta nyo sa website, makikita nyo yung si Rivi. Pwede nyo i-click, makipag-chat. Meron po yung sasagot or pwede rin po kayo tumawag sa hotline namin, tsaka yung email address ng National Office po ang sasagot po niyan. So, may tips lang po ako to avoid penalties during tax mapping. Para ito lang, 3 lang po yan, BIR lang po. Huwag nyo lang po kakalimutan yan. So, during tax mapping, inspection ng BIR. So, yung books of accounts, this book shall be kept at all times in the place of business. So, keep your books updated. Sa I naman, invoices, receipts, issue duly registered invoices or receipts for your sale of goods and services. So our registration fee, certificate of registration, must issue receipts, invoices, or MRI. Display the above mentioned documents in your place of business. So wag niyo pong kakalimutan para hindi po kayo ma-penalty. And from the team CSS, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. G, back to you. Gerald?